Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm gonna be dealing with a faulty key for my Alfa Giulietta. It actually got water damaged, so I called the dealership and they quoted me 400 euros for the new key including the programming. Since this key can still start the car, I figured I'm gonna buy the new key off of eBay for 25 euros. I'm gonna reprogram the remote myself and transfer the transponder chip, and hopefully that's gonna work. Alright, here's what I'm starting with. I got my laptop with multi-ECU scan installed. I got the cable and the yellow adapter. Uh, Here are my two old keys. This is the new one that I got, as I said, off of eBay for 25 euros. So the plan here is to transfer the circuit board from the new key, and I'm basically gonna take the transponder chip from the old key and solder it onto the new circuit board. Just to make everything clear, here's the circuit board from the key. You can see we got transponder chip on the left side and remote on the right side. Now both of those things need to be programmed. The problem is, using my software, I can't program the transponder chip. The dealership or some other company is supposed to do that, but I can program the remote. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna transfer the transponder chip from the broken key, since it can't start the car, and I'm gonna program the remote myself. So essentially what I did, I took the new circuit board as well as the old one to my friend which fixes cell phones, and I told him to move this transponder chip from the old circuit board onto the new one. And it was actually pretty easy to do, since there are only two spots that needed to be soldered. I did this, as I said before, because I can't use my multi-ECU scan to program the transponder chip. Also, I gotta mention that if you try to program the remote without the proper transponder, the multi-ECU scan won't let you do it. It's gonna give you this message that the transponder is not valid for this vehicle. Alright, here are my two keys. Now, this one on the right is actually functioning perfectly. However, when you are doing the remote programming, you need to have all of your keys, because the system is gonna ask you to reprogram all of them. If you don't do that, the keys which are not reprogrammed are gonna be disabled. Another thing you must have when you are doing the remote programming is this electronic code. If you don't have it, you won't be able to do any of this. I'm gonna begin by opening this access hatch. I'm gonna take my Elm cable and the yellow adapter, and I'm gonna plug it in into the OBD port of the car. I've connected to the multi-ECU scan. I got my car selected on the top and the body control module on the left side. It says right here body computer Morelli. I'm gonna hit connect. It says right here that you need to use the yellow adapter. So it's connecting right now and we are in. Now I'm gonna go to the adjustments tab and key programming. Now here you got a bunch of the notes on the right side. I'm not gonna go through all of them right here, but if you are doing this, make sure that you read everything thoroughly. It's gonna give you like all of the steps of the procedure, and it's very important that you read all of it, otherwise you might disable your keys and you won't even be able to start your car. So it is kind of fiddly. You wanna make sure that you do everything properly, so just make sure that you read all of this and that you understand all of the steps. Next, I'm gonna hit the execute button, which is located on the bottom right corner, and again it's giving you the warning to read all of the notes. I'm gonna hit Y, and here's where you need to enter that electronic key code, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit OK. Again, it's giving you the warning that this function might damage your vehicle, and that you need to continue on your own risk. I'm gonna hit Y again. And this is what I was talking about before. All of the keys need to be relearned again, so you need to have all of your keys with you. I'm gonna hit Y. Now it's telling you to please insert the key 1. It's already in the ignition, so I'm gonna hit Y, and it says right here it is completed. I'm gonna hit Y again. Now it says please insert key 2. So I'm gonna take the first key out. I'm gonna take my second key and put it into the mark position. Now I'm gonna continue in the multi-ECU scan by hitting the Y button again, and the second key is detected. Now it's gonna ask you to insert the key number 3. If you don't have it, just click on the N button. And again, it says right here how much keys it detected and that the keys need to be stored. I'm gonna hit the Y again, and I'm gonna do the same thing one more time, and keys have been stored into the module. Now I need to unplug the cable and turn the ignition off for 60 seconds. Now the process is finished and 60 seconds have passed since I've turned off the ignition. However, if I try to use the remote right now, it will not work. And this is why it's very important to read the notes. Now for remote to start working, you need to take your key and you need to start the car with it. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start up the car. Now keep in mind that you need to do this for all of the keys. I'm gonna turn the car off, and let me close the door first. Now you can see that the remote unlocks and locks the car. Now the main thing that interests me is this new key, the Frankenstein of a key, which I created from the old one and the new one. Let's see if it's gonna start up the car. And as you can see, the car starts without any issues. Now let's see if the remote works, and as you can see, I can lock and unlock the car with it. So there you go, that's how you reprogram the remote on your Alfa Giulietta. You can use this method if you find yourself in the same situation that I was in, or if the remote lost connection. However, if you lose the key altogether, the transponder chip also need to be reprogrammed, and that's when you have to go to the dealership or to some other company which deals in this. Anyway, that would be all for this video. I managed to save myself 375 euros just by doing this little trick. I hope you find it useful. If you did, hit that like button and support our channel by subscribing.